Pope has asked forgiveness for what he called the evil of Catholic priests who have sexually abused children. In his strongest condemnation of the abuse so far, Pope Francis said the Church was conscious of the personal and moral damage done. He said that those responsible must face sanctions. With me now to discuss this further is Jack Valero from the organisation Catholic Voices. Very good to see you, Jack. The significance, as you see it, of what the Pope has had to say today.
Very significant. People were wondering what this Pope was going to say about it. Months and months went by, and we had the report from the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child and so on. So it's good that he has spoken now very clearly, continuing the policy of zero tolerance that Benedict established, but going further and saying, you know, there are all these sanctions, but really the focus is on the victims. I mean, 2 weeks ago, he named the people on the committee that he had established before the end of last year to look at sexual abuse of children by clerics. And very interestingly, he named 4 women to this committee, and 4 men, 1 layman and 2 priests and a cardinal. The 4 women include a British woman, you know, Baroness Hollis, and an Irish abuse survivor. And I think the emphasis is this. We now have the procedures to ensure this doesn't happen again. Have we done enough for the victims? Are we doing enough? The abuse was then, the pain is now.
Indeed, and you know, you said he's built on what Pope Benedict did, but you know, there are many people who think what we heard today was a statement of the absolutely obvious, and that the previous Pope did absolutely nothing about it.
Well, that's actually not accurate, because the previous Pope was the first one to meet with victims of abuse directly. He's the one who tightened up the regulations. He looked at the UK, where the rules since 2001 have been very good, and the USA, and he said, look, we want the whole world.
But even recently, the UN report that you referred to was rejected by the Vatican. They said it was unfair, basically.
Well, the pity about this report, because this is such an important issue, is that it didn't take account of the abuse reform that had been going on for 12 years during the time of Benedict.
But it said that the Church seemed more concerned with protecting itself than protecting the rights of children. That was very damning, and it was not accepted. Do you think it's now accepted now? Do you think that's what we're seeing today?
It's obviously what happened before. It's not what's happening now. The Church is not putting its reputation first. It had been doing that before, which was very bad. And this was the worst thing, not that there are abuses, because there are always going to be bad people, but it was so badly handled. And the Church put itself before the victims, something that has been turning around over the last few years, and that now we are seeing the results, and the Pope is saying, well, we now have the procedures, this will not happen again, but now we need to look after victims. I think that's the focus. You know, we've done, I think in terms of procedures, even the victims' organizations will tell you the procedures are good. This is a safe place, the Church is a safe place. But we're learning this even from the schools that we're looking at, you know, the public schools, things that have been revealed in the Times and so on. We're learning that the abuse that happened then is causing pain now, and that it needs to be dealt with now.
Okay, we'll leave it there, Jack Valero. Thanks very much for coming in. Thank you.